to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Owen Hayes. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. As a matter of fact, I got some of their signature series pliers right here. Hopefully, everyone's had a great week. It's been very interesting, no doubt about that, with all the water that we had show up this past week, or I guess since it's still Saturday, this week, but earlier on. Things blew out along the coast. A lot of areas, water came up, and now all that's going back down and going down quickly. We'll find out from Peyton Major what we can expect as far as rain going forward this week. All good stuff until things pop, but we'll talk a little bit about that in this upcoming segment. If you've been sending in photos, we're going to show you a bunch of those this morning. And, of course, we have a video. So whoever sent that in, we appreciate that. We'll also make sure to show you exactly how to send those videos and photos in. Lots of different ways, but we'll get to a couple of those. Also, we'd love to hear from you. Being the only live interactive fishing and hunting television show ever, and I actually had someone not too long ago, because in the little ad that we do, I think we just ran it, where it says, in the world, actually tried to find something, and they didn't. So anyway, that's the best part. You can call us up live. It's right here. It is our question hotline, 503-548-6777. Look, Ryan, I got it correct this time. But any questions, comments, reports, we'd love to hear from you. Lots of folks that have been out there enjoying themselves. Different fisheries that are obviously still available currently. You got a little bit of fall chinook, of course, and the latter part of silver fishing in a lot of areas. And this past week, definitely more questions coming up about winter steelhead. That will be an absolute topic going forward, but not quite yet. We're not quite to the winter steelhead topic line yet, but we're not that far away. It's almost the middle of November, so another month or so, we'll start getting a little bit more serious with that. But this upcoming segment, we're going to have my report from this week, and all I'm doing right now is just chasing ducks. I know that not a lot of you are doing that, but seems like there's no shortage of you doing it either. But a couple of other reports to throw out there as well. And, of course, we'll have river levels, a couple of event reminders, and a giveaway that we do with ProCure. As always, I already mentioned that we're going to check in with Peyton and find out what this weather is going to do. I just wish I would have been out on Thursday. I was working, believe it or not. Special guest in studio, Pat Jones and Todd Gildersleeve. Correct? I got it right? Gildersleeve? Okay. I don't know why I was having trouble with that, but I got them both here in the studio. Pat is the owner of Portland Marine. Todd is a, well, genius. Is that safe to say? I mean, pretty darn smart when you're talking about electronics, how to install them, everything to be done the right way. And what we're going to talk about is all of the folks out there, and there's no shortage of you. I was one of them just 3-4 years ago, I guess it was, when I first put my first bow mount on one of my sleds. It's a game changer. There's a lot of folks out there that have made that change over the last 10 years. This has exploded in our region. 15 years ago, not so much. Very, very few boats around here, and again, in our region, that had a bow mount of any kind on any boat. Now, just about half of the boats you see have a bow mount for a reason. They are extremely flexible, help you be more successful on the water, and then when you combine that with good electronics, you're talking complete game changers. Absolutely spot lock where you're not going to be moving. I haven't used an anchor in a lot of different fisheries in the last 3 or 4 years, whatever the heck it's been, since having a bow mount on there. It just changes the game. Well, if that's something you're interested in, and even for those that have already got one, there's a whole lot more to it than just buying a bow mount, right? The motor itself. Once you get the motor, now it all starts, right? Most people, they'll just throw the thing on, they'll follow some instructions, think, oh yeah, I can do this, and they end up having troubles from day one all the way through, and then ultimately a bad experience. And then they take it over to Portland Marine, pay a whole bunch of money to get it all fixed, right? So that it works correctly. Well, this is the time of year where you've got Black Friday sales and all these things that are coming up for big areas, big stores, this and that. Well, Portland Marine has got a system for you, or setup, where you can take advantage of that deal early and then get it installed the right way. So we're going to try to answer some of those questions on what it takes to get it installed the right way the first time, so that it's a pleasurable experience. And there's so many of them that are available now, it can get a little confusing. So we're going to talk about that with Pat and Todd. Also, just to make sure that you understand that there's a lot of little things, but how to not screw it up if you were to try to install on your own, right? So there's a number of little tricks that they have learned over the years, and taking advantage of that is a good thing. So it'll also help me as well. So pay attention to that if that's something that you're interested in. Then after that, we're going to talk with David Johnson from David Johnson's Guide Service. He's over in the Tillamook area, like so many professional guides are this time of year, up and down the coast. He's going to be crabbing this morning, but I'd be shocked if he wasn't doing a little bit of fishing. So we'll find out how things have been over in Tillamook real time, as it is certainly a destination area right now, being, the beginning, or the beginning, first half of November. Some great opportunities over there. And with things changing, tributaries are really going to become very viable here in a short period of time. So we're going to find out how things are with Dave real time here in just a little bit. And of course, we've got the deal of the week for you from Fisherman's Marine, which is a little bit different one. We'll have that later on in the show. We do have phone callers coming in. I might hold on to that until the next segment. Let's start showing you some of the photos that you've all been sending in. It's easy to do. We'll go over all that. No question. Big Coho, Dave sent this in. I like where you've got that info now. Ryan, I like that. That looks good. Nice photo, too. Definitely. Hopefully, it's simple for everyone to do. I figured it out. You will be able to figure it out. Holy moly. Brianna's first elk. Todd and Wendy. Hey, look at that. I mean, stick and string bull. That's just incredible. Looks like a east side bull to me. Another nice photo. Oh, I recognize that boat. Chuck and Molly. Brandon? Maybe? Could be. Nice fish, nice photo. I like how those portrait photos come out with that background kind of gets blurred. Eddie's favorite fish, he was hungry. Dan, thanks for sending the photo over. Interesting photo. Be careful with that. Big Dave, look at that. And the CCA hat right there next to him. That is a dandy coastal Chinook. Obviously, you can see in the background there. This is what I do, everyone. Maybe you do the same thing. But I look at the backgrounds. 360 fishing. And yeah, Dave has always got good photos to send over. Here's a nice one. Looks like a drift boat in the backdrop there. Grandpa and Austin. Looks like Faye sent the photo over. A couple of nice Chinook. Proud dudes right there. Powell's Buoy 10 Coho. Yeah, you know what? You were down there. Are folks still chasing them?
There was a few people going.
Were they still chasing them? I mean, it's definitely wound down, but down in that estuary, you definitely have some opportunities here. Ooh, nice buck. That's a blacktail, everybody. Look at that. Or am I missing that? No, that's a mule deer. Excuse me. Oh, okay. It says it right there. Jeremy Flex sent this over. Jeremy. Very cool. Old friend of mine. Look at that. Nice buck. Congrats on that. Here's another good one. Successful rifle hunt. Congratulations, Jeffrey. Thanks for sending the photo over. Deliciousness right there. God, I didn't get a deer this year. It just kills me. Driscoll Brace. Jeez, help me out here, Ryan. Coastal Chinook looks like the Silette's based on the dock there, but beautiful fish right there. I love how those fish along the coast just have a different look, just giant football.